Welcome to the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with the support you need to finish your book. Best part is, after you finish your book, they take care of the entire publishing and marketing process 100% for you. So, if you want to become a successful author, make sure to check out authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Jonathan Wesley with us. He is an influential queer educator, liberation theologian, and transformer of life. So welcome to the show, man.
Thank you. Hey, everybody.
Of course, man. Grateful to have you here. We'll dive into the first one, Jonathan. The first one I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
I would say the best story from my life that has an underlying valuable message is when I lost my mom 4 years ago. So she passed September 10th, 2014, which was 2 days before my 25th birthday. At the time when she passed, it definitely shook my world. I'm the only child, not an only child, I'm the youngest child, and I'm her only son. And so we were really, really close. I was truly a mama's boy. However, looking back over the situation and what happened, had she not passed away, I wouldn't be where I am today. So basically, the valuable message is that sometimes in order for you to live, sometimes people, situations, and things do have to die in order for you to kind of come up from that situation in a resilient way.
Mm. And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
In my industry and in reference to my expertise, I'm really an advocate for authenticity and of authenticity. So in my career as a college professor and as an author, and as a clergyman, as a queer clergyman, it's really important to be authentic in all spaces that you step into, because somebody is looking for your authenticity to be known.
And what is your best piece of, it could tie in, but what's your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
My best piece of business advice is be open for change.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Like the ability to adapt.
Yes.
Got it. Yes. Yeah.
You don't want to miss opportunities from being so stoic. So you really have to be open to the other opportunities which will grow your business.
Yes, man. I could not agree more. And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
If I could give my younger self a piece of advice, it would be to embrace the nerd that you are, because it will pay off for you in the future.
And kind of going a little bit down a different path, but in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
The key to happiness, I would say, is living in your authentic truth, loving yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, and indifferent, and expressing that same authenticity to everyone that you come in contact with.
And the next one I have for you is, what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Well, since I'm a nerd, I've read a lot. But
that's a good thing, man. Me too.
If I have to pick one book, that's really difficult. I would actually say the Nicomachean Ethics by Aristotle. And I would say that was the best book that I've read, because it talks about this concept of love and of friendship. And it talks about when relationships are used for utility, which does not have anything to do with the authentic love of the individual, and how to separate the two. So it was a really, really great philosophical read that I use in my teachings and stuff today.
Very interesting. And what is your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote comes from a song, since I'm a musical theater guy. My favorite quote is, "If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living will not be in vain." I love that quote because that is the essence of my life. I believe we are all put here on this earth to help someone. We might not be able to help the masses, but a simple smile, a hug, a conversation, that can be us helping somebody along this journey called life, which is really what we live for, to help other people.
I agree, man. Dude, thank you so much for coming on. The last one I have for you before we let you go is, where can the audience find and or connect with you online?
So everyone could find me on my website, www.jwesley.org. You can also find me on Facebook as Jonathan Wesley, and also on Instagram as just JUST, the letter J, and my last name Wesley, WESLEY.
Perfect, man. Thanks again for jumping on.
Thank you.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.